Rahabat Moisar, and welcome to another live reading. Today we'll be reading the scroll, Actual Fact, the God of Light and Fire. Now, before we read our scroll, we're going to start with some breathing exercises. We're going to acknowledge our master teacher who brings us all together, and we're going to go over the 9 jewels of the Sabaean woman. All right? So, let's see, what do we want to start with? So, you know what? Let's start with the 9 jewels. All right. Rahubat Zamar, welcome. So before we get reading, we're going to start with the 9 jewels of the Sabian woman so that we're not distracted by my appearance. All right. So it is time to raise the standards in our tribe. All right. And we know that as a matriarchal tribe, it is the woman who sets the tone. All right. So how should we present ourselves? All right. We want to start with our mind. So we start with the book, Patarak. All right, so it's very important to keep this series is the most holy series, as Baba explains. And the Patarak is called the way. So it's very important as the sisters that we keep towards the way. All right. So the way is our way. All right. And this is all explained in this most holy scripture. So this one particularly is called the 3 types of love. All right. So that you can refer to it as all these distractions come. You can share the wisdom with others. All right. So that is the jewel number 1. Jewel number 2, our beads. All right. So these are our beads and our tribal colors. Our tribal colors is black, white, red, and gold. All right. So there's a meaning and significance to our beads. All right. And the beads go at the end, and you can put any other colors that you want because you want to keep your own personality. But this particularly at the ending will be our signature. All right. And that will go in the jewel number 4, which will be the actual braid from the temple. It's called the Mijdal. All right. So the Mijdal represents our helix. All right. And as we know that it's linked to our mitochondrial DNA as well, because all of us have mothers. All right. And we all come through our mother's womb. You have the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. All right. Of the brain. All right. So you could wear it on each side, and each part of your hemisphere deals with different things. But ultimately, so the left hemisphere, that's considered masculine side. Right hemisphere is considered feminine side. That's your analytical side. This is your creative side. All right. This deals with taking things apart. This is just accepting things as they are and seeing the whole picture. All right. So ultimately, you want both things working together. All right. So, so you notice that the beads are at the end, and that's very telling also. So your braid can go on either side. And it's very telling of if you keep up with the scrolls, you'll see why gold would be on the bottom. All right. So gold would be the last color. All right. How you wear these other colors, it wasn't specified. All right. But this way feels right to me. All right. But the gold on the bottom, any other color that you want to either match your outfit or represent your personality and such. However you want to do your hair, that's up to you. This is all my natural hair. All right. So that shawls are going over the head. You see, that won't work for me. Although actually that looks nice. But the shawl, that's gonna come up. I'm gonna explain the shawl. So number 3, our jewel number 3 is our bangles, gold bangles. All right. 3 or more. All right. So you can wear 3 or more to give us some style and grace. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't wear my gold. These are gold bangles, real gold bangles. I don't wear my gold bangles out. So when we start living as a tribe, I'm not by myself. I wear my gold bangles. I don't want to be flashy, but this is one of the jewels. All right. So now we have the miptah. The root word is patah. All right. And this is the third eye jewel. You'll see Buddhists have it. You'll see Hindus have it. And as we practice our breathing exercises, which we're going to do today, all right, we read the breath book. Also, tone, sound, DNA molecules. You'll see a depiction of a nose. And the Nagaru nose is one of our seats. All right. And it's explained in the breath book that it's a gateway. All right. It's a thing of opening. So it's like a portal between the physical and the etherical world. All right. So right here, you can start working on your etherical body through your breath. All right. So mipta, you hear the root word pata. All right. So you take a deep breath in and you're tapping into the wisdom with your all expanding breath, with our breath called the Samai breath. The Samai breath means complete union breath. All right. So complete union and all expanding go hand in hand. The all expanding love. We also have the all expanding breath from down, out, and up. All right. And you tap into Rawuk, which is the spark of life, which is the soul. All right. So we'll go over that more. We have the Mishwak, which is our shawl. All right. The shawl in our tribal colors. So one of these 4 colors. All right. To use as to have at your use as needed. All right. So you can, if it's a little bit warm, put it over your shoulder. If it's a little bit too warm, put it away for later. All right. Take it out when you're feeling cold. Put it around your shoulder. All right. Style it up. All right. I have a lot of these. Put it over your head when it's really cold. All right. So that's what it will look like today. All right. So however it is, this way that when you're wearing your cute little outfit, all right, and you get cold, you're not turning over to whoever you might be with and like, can I borrow your jacket? If it happens to be your brother, now you're wearing men's clothes. All right. So we are wanting to kind of wake up our femininity again. So you'll have your shawl, which folds up very nicely. All right. You can fold this up. It won't take up too much space. You can pull it out. And it got a little chilly and you're still feminine. All right. So it's not to hide and cover our women, because we acknowledge that our women are beautiful. All right. It's not a shameful thing to be beautiful. All right. We were made that way for a reason. All right. So that's our shawl. All right. So we have Pa Jahaz, the outfit. The outfit is one of the jewels, particularly colorful. All right. So it's time for us to come forward and express our personalities. All right. So this is my colorful outfit. So I'm going to model for you. All right. And your personality, there's some suggestions. The reality is, Baba explained, a lot of us don't know how to dress anymore. So there's many suggestions of different things that you can wear. You know, you can refer to other things that you can wear, other things that you can do. All right. Does it have to be a particularly a dress? Not necessarily. There's certain things that we should not wear. And Baba explains that. Like synthetics. The reason why we don't wear like this is very breathable, natural material. All right. So the synthetic materials has an effect. All right. When you read natural ether energy, you'll notice that these synthetics, it interacts with us. We take that in. All right. It blocks certain frequencies. All right. It's not breathable. Why don't we wear jeans? It's not breathable. Those same reasons. Okay. So we want to do things that are conducive for our bodies. All right. So we don't lower our continence. All right. So we're comfortable, but we're beautiful. All right. What else? The Pamikyas. All right. I had another bag that I wanted to show. I guess I didn't bring it. All right. So the bag that matches your outfit. All right. Or that's conducive for you. All right. I'm in my home, so I'm not going to be sitting down wearing my bag. All right. So I have other bags. So you have your bag so that you can keep your own things, keep your own book, keep your own shawl. If you need to take notes, you have your notebook or whatever it is. You have things that you can go and freshen yourself up, whatever it is, so you're not, again, turning to somebody and asking for permission. You have your bag. So if you have your bag, that means you're meant to be responsible for your own things, your own destiny. All right? So your bag. All right? That's part of it. Pa Miswa. All right? A photo of Baba. All right? So you can keep the photo of Baba on your wall. All right? You can keep it in your wallet. You can keep it as a screenshot on your phone. All right? You can keep it on your desk, at work. All right? So you see, these jewels are not to trap you. These jewels are things that's going to help support you, make you feel divine again. All right? Boost your morale and your spirit. Baba represents to us, all right, potential of all that we can be. All right? As Baba has been sent to us, for us, from us. All right? As a living and breathing mundar, and something we should be striving for as well. All right? So some people, they put pictures of Michael Jordan and all these other people they respect. All right? We respect our teacher, Baba Yanun. And this is a reminder, all right, of something that you'll strive towards. All right? So it's very important to have your role models. All right? And as we're embodying our culture, here's who was chosen to bring it along. All right? So all those other extra things, literally, I went down the 9 jewels of a Sabaean woman. All right? It doesn't say you have to use a Buddha Nuwabi. All right? If you want to wear a Buddha Nuwabi, you can wear that if that's what you want to wear. You can wear a sari if that's your personality. You can wear so many different things. All right? There's many suggestions. All right? There has been many seamstresses and people who came up with designs. Some people are more stylish than other people. All right? So we went through the 9 jewels. So now that we're taking care of the outside, all right, we have the outside that's beautiful. Let's make sure that our inside is beautiful as well. All right. So it's nothing worse than having an image with nothing behind it. So we're going to empower who we are through our breath. All right. So you're going to start with the smile breath. And you're just going to take a moment, just breathe. Starting with your nose. All right. Your nose is your filter. You always want to breathe through your nose. And as you take a deep breath in, you're going to acknowledge your anatomy, all right, and how your body was meant to operate. And as you breathe, you're going to ask yourself, am I under the image of natural nature or unnatural nature? All right. So as you breathe in, your stomach should go out, all right, because that's your diaphragm pushing down, putting a little pressure on those organs, giving them a nice massage and exercise. All right, stimulating those inner organs. That doesn't happen if we are shallow breathing. When people hold their stomach in and they're wearing corsets and different things that we don't know better, when we're sagging our pants and we're trying to keep it from falling down. So we stand like this. All right. And if you really look at primates, they have you standing like a primate. So you're walking like this, like a primate. All right. So you're going to take note. And when you're breathing properly, it's hard to slouch, all right, when you're doing a smile breath. So take a deep breath in. The diaphragm acts like a vacuum, pulling air into your mid-lungs. As you keep inhaling, the air is moving up to the top part of your lungs. So it's starting down, out, and up. And then as you're inhaling, the air is moving up, that's when your stomach goes in. And then you hold the breath once your lungs are fully expanded, because you're absorbing the life force. The life force, which we call, in our culture, we call it sakam, all right? That's power, all right? So we're powering our bodies. Sakem. In other cultures, you might hear them say chi, all right, or prana. It's all the same thing. That's what they're talking about, all right? And you exhale. So we're going to do that, all right? And you're going to feel your body line up, all right? So if you have a physical ailment going on, you're going to note that. You're going to come back in your body and work through it. Were you leaning one way? Are your legs crossed? Are you out of alignment? All right? So even if you're sitting down, are you sitting up properly? Because you can do the smile breath sitting down too. And feel everything line up. Now, as you breathe in, feel the support, wisdom, ashuk, and healing from Panataru, our overseers. Our overseers are the very forces of natural nature, all right? And we're tuning ourselves back into Panataru. Feel the love and support. Pull that in. And as you exhale, exhale that same love, support, ashuk, and healing for your fellow brothers and sisters. The proper way to breathe. All right. So if you don't have the breath book, please get it, because everything that I'm saying, I'm taking from the breath book. All right. And that has been very healing. All right. So when others will focus on the outside, I focused on the inside. But guess what? The outside naturally benefited anyway. So and that's the journey of healing. You're going to know your emotional body. What are you feeling right now? Work through it. All right. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling not so good? All right. And it's okay. Acknowledge it and work through it through your breath. All right. And then where are your thoughts? Is this somewhere in the future? Is it some distant place in the past? Breathe through it and come back into the present. All right. And then you'll notice that you have then in the future, then in the past, all happening now. And it's coming together into one big ball. All right. So you'll notice that through your nostrils as you breathe in from present and past, and everything that ever was, everything that ever will be, you bring it to right now. And that circle of now is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. And now you're present with all your fellow brothers and sisters. All right. You're here with us. And now we've created this great conduit. We've become a conduit, and we create this circle of divine love and healing. All right. So breathe for yourself and your fellow brothers and sisters. And this divine circle of healing, in this divine circle of healing, we welcome our teacher, Baba Yanun, into the nucleus as the Zeti. The Zeti is the center, who brings us all together, because he is the one thing that we all have in common, our master teacher. And our teacher, his mission is to heal our story and set the whole record straight. Apta pa taruk la ye rawuk em yanun. Apta pa babab la yehu. Open the way to the soul, the breath of life, the spark of life of Yanun. Open the door towards him. Him who you really are, not what you became. All right. So breathe in for yourself. Feel the support, love, and ashuk. And breathe out that same support, love, and ashuk for your fellow brothers and sisters. Aduk la tapalorat wufa kor bisamus pa paut. Begin all prayers and thinking by using the all expanding. Baror, baror, baror. Nabab natar muktar. Nahuts muktar badet patah. Nahuts muklas badet yanu. Holy, holy, holy. As Baba explained in many scrolls, holy, meaning to become whole. And whole, you also see a root word in heal. whole 9 ether seed, the holy seed, all right, and coming together as one soul, one mind, one people, one body. No God except Ptah. As we become deities again, we take responsibility for our existence and our collective existence, because Ashuk is the key, but it is you who opens the door. So you become a thing of opening. So we open our hearts to the soul of Yanun. No savior except Yanun. Why? Because Yanun sits in that central door. Notice that doorway is inward, and we cannot lie to ourselves. I affirm that I am in the divine love of the all expanding, and all divine love is in me. I am never alone. I can succeed as part of the all expanding and fail as an individual person. I can be all that I want to be in the all expanding, as long as my wish is to stay in the all expanding. Patakud. Anuki Jawef Pa Ashuk M Pa Pauts. Wu Kalal Ashuk Kawun Jawef Niya. Anuki Kasamu M Pa Pauts. Wu Pa Paut Kawun Kasamu M Niya. Anuki Wahu Ame Pa Pauts. Wu Pa Paut Kawun Wahu Ame Niya. Nakuk Kado Naja Ame Kasam Em Pa Paut. Wu-Sabat Ame Mushkas Nakuk Kado Kawan Kalal Pafef Nakuk Ayo Jawef Pa Paut. Ame Hose Ame Ayani Kawun Lake Bako Jawef Pa Paut. Anuki Abed Biye Nafashni. Pa Paut Kawun Anuki. Pa Paut Kador Nakuk Kador. Pa Paut Amul Nakuk Amul. Anuki Jawef Pa Ashuk M Pa Paut. Wu Kalal Ashuk Kawun Jawef Niya. Anuki Kasamun M Pa Paut. Wu Pa Paut Kawun Kasamun M Niya. Anuki Wahu Ame Pa Paut. Wu Pa Paut Kawun Wahu Ame Niya. Nakuk Kado Naja Ame Kasam M Pa Paut. Wu Khabub Ame Mushkas Nakuk Kado Kawan Kalal Pafef Nakuk Ayo Jawef Pa Paut. Ame Wase Ame Ayani Kawun Lake Bako Jawef Pa Paut. Anuki Abed Biye Nafashni. Pa Paut Kawun Anuki. Pa Paut Kador Nakuk Kador. Pa Paut Amul Nakuk Amul. Because of the nature of our scroll, we're going to go through each chant today. All right. As we go through and dispel the illusions of light. All right. And how our chants can help us. So take time with the chants. All right. So, Lahehum manehnu, for them from us. They are with me. They are with you all. They are us. They are with us. They are inside me. They are me and I am them. Oh, loving Ray, listen to us. Our overseers, accept us. We are you all's children. Accept us. Accept us. Who are they that we're talking about? We are talking about the very forces of natural nature, because we're composed of the very forces of nature. And we're solidified in these interpersonal and personal stories. So feel supported and remember who you are and why you're here. Lahehu manehnu. And if anybody has the chance, feel free to share it in the group with the rest of the Mossad. Lahehum manehnun. Lahehum manehnun. Antum ate karehum. Antum ate karekum. Antum ate karenu. Antum ate jawefniya. Antum ate niyahu anukihum. Ya ye al shukreye. Ashmu jayehnu. Ya ye nataru al fuknu. Nahum ater mukrarukum. Ya ye nataru al fuknu. Al fuknun. Al fuknun. Ya ye natarunu. Anu. Atu. Atu. Amu. And feel what your body is doing after you chant. Read our tone, wavelength A, Patsarak, on your own time. It's only a few pages. And the last part of the chant that we just did, Anu, Atun, Atun, Amun. There's an exercise you can do, and it's really nice to do Atun throughout all of them. And do it in front of the mirror, and you're going to look inside of your mouth, and you're going to notice in the back of your throat, I forgot what you call that thing that flaps, but you're going to notice is your throat crooked. And a lot of times we have unresolved trauma, and slowly but surely you'll see everything come back to center. So you're closing the gateways, and that's healing your nervous system, and it's going to heal and relaxing and soothing your vagus nerve to take us out of fight or flight. All right. And there's always going to be people and things, obstacles that puts you back in that state. That's the state where you can get walk-ins very easily. All right. So that's the benefit of that. And you're reminding yourself, if you listen to that chant, you're reminding yourself who you are, so you don't get lost in what you became, all right, or what we became, but who we really are. All right. I am a child of Panadaru. I am Panadaru. They are me and I am them. All right. So you free yourself, fall back in center. All right. And then you just breathe and you take time and you go through and get to know them. Panadaru. All right. The 99 names in the back is called Nadarunun, our overseers. You go through the Abdods, the Mufkamiya, you go through the Nadaru Shalil Pamaye, that says the, the overseers of the water, the overseers of light, the overseers of the air, the overseers of earth, all the elements, all right? Because you're put together by these very elements, all right? Study the chemistry chart, study anatomy, study how things grow and come about. And you're looking at the different stages, all right? And you're no longer trapped, all right? So untangle yourselves. And that's what this is for, all right? So on your own time, you can go through the Nadaru Noon, all right? But we take a moment and we're going to acknowledge the Nadaru Noon. Now we're going to do our prayers and we're going to ask Nadaru Noon for exactly what we want. Sapalor Wahoo. Oh, Supreme Ones. The Supreme Ones we're talking about is Hu-Sia and Hika. Hu-Sia and Hika. Who the creative force of will. All right. So you notice that when you say open the door towards him, you're talking about Yanun. You're also talking about who the creative force of will. That's internal. That's why we can't lie to ourselves. And your will to be. And that's what we are working on to strengthen our willpower. All right. And the creativity, because Baba explained that our liberation is in our creativity. But what are we creating? All right. So that's why we tap into Sia. Sia helps us with our perceptive mind, clear thinking, clear vision. All right. So you have to clean yourself out and you target exactly what you want. And if you could see it, you can manifest it. And that's why we tap into Hika for supernatural strength. That's magic. Because some days you just don't feel like it. And that's when you go into that supernatural strength, because that's the process. And everybody doesn't see your magic. They just see the outcome. All right. So that's Hu-Sia and Hika, the supreme ones. And that's you. Activate them in your life. All right. And you're going to change your life, because this is a self-help doctrine. No one's going to help you. The helping hand is at the end of your own arm. All right. So activate Hu-Sia and Hika in your life. Taparo Wahu, Yaye Mafauku. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Yaye Saye, Yaye Saye, Yaye Nataru. Yaye Hika, Yaye Hika, Yaye Nataru. Anskumatir Pa Mufaku. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Anskumatir Pa Mufaku. Wuna Hunatir Muprarukum. Anskumatir Masanu. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Akfush Muklas Nuna Tumreye. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Yaye Soye, Yaye Soye, Yaye Nataru. Yaye Hika, Yaye Hika, Yaye Nataru. Anskumatir Pa Mufaku. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Anskumatir Pa Mufaku. Wuna Hunatir Mufarukum. Anskumatir Masanu. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Achfush Muklas Nuna Tumreye. Yayehu, Yayehu, Yaye Nataru. Tapalor Atu, prayer 2. We are praying for what purpose? To release him, to free him. As we talk about him, our master teacher, we are also talking about who? The creative force within us. Release us from these emotional prisons that has entrapped us as a people. And as we chant for our master teacher, we are chanting really for ourselves, because our master teacher is one and the same as us. And we reach out from whom? birthed our ancestors and our families, whom fashioned the soul, from whom were spirits, from whom are ether, from whom were flesh and blood, our ancient ones inside of us. Release our Redeemer. Help us get out of our own way. Tapalot atu, chafush anhu. Yaye muktamo afuznun. Ankum mane yake ladura maslafunun. Wumasarunun. Mane yake saura papa'a. Mane yake kawuna kahu. Mane yake atir akak. Mane yake kawuna bashaguramam. Yaye nataru muktamunun. Afush muftanun. Anhu kawun munzal maneh panataru. Afush anhu. Anhu kawun bah yanun. Afush anhu. Anhu kawun atum reye. Afush anhu. Anhu kawun kafush. Yaye muktamu afuznun. Ankum mane yake ladura muslafunun. Umasarunun. Mane yake sawura papa'a. Mane yake kawuna kahu. Mane yake ate akak. Mane yake kawuna bashaguramam. Yaye nataru muktamunun. Afush muftanun. Anhu kawun munzal maneh panataru. Afush muftanun. Anhu kawun bah yanun. Afush anhu. Anhu kawun atum reye. Afush anhu. Anhu kawun kafush. Tapalor talu. Our third prayer, we reach out to our Nadaru, our ancient ancestors. Guard us from the wicked ancestors. Guard us from our own ignorance. Guard us from becoming changed by the forces of unnatural nature. Keep us in your image, Panadaru. Keep us connected to you. Guard us, guard me. Guard us, guard me. Taparo talu. Yaye nataru muslafunun. Afuznun maneh pa mudradu. Afuznun maneh kahalan. Yaye nataru afuznun. Maneh sayor rayora. Afuznun, afuznia. Afuznun, afuznia. Yaye natarunun. Yaye nataru muslafunun. Afuznun maneh pa mudradu. Afuznun maneh kahalan. Yaye nataru afuznun. Maneh sayor rayora. Afuznun, afuznia. Afuznun, Afuznia ya yena tarunu. Tapalo Rabu. Fourth prayer. We pray for protection. I seek protection by way of the natural forces of nature from the cursed draconian seed, from the very infiltrations into the hearts, minds, souls, and the very DNA of the people, the very organization. We have been infiltrated. And I seek protection by way of Panadaru. Protect us from the cursed draconians that has plagued the DNA of the people, the souls of the people, the minds of the people. All my chants and all my prayers are for a certainty and only to Panadaru, the very forces of natural nature. Taparo Rabu Hatat Moy. Nakuk Taluk Tap Moy Biye Panadaru. Mane Pala in Lawitananu. Kalaranamani Ate Panadaru. Mukalata Polorani Ate Lahe Kayariatum Lahe Panadaru. Nakuk Taluk Tap Moy Biye Panadaru. Maneh Pala in Lawitananu. Kalaranamani Ate Lahe Panadaru. Mukalata Polorani Ate Lahe Kayariatum Lahe Panadaru. Keep us, Nataru. We are yours, children. Hear us, listen to us, accept us. We are yours, your children. Keep us in your image and protect us from our own ignorance. I shook. Sawakum Nataru.